He told me it was just a guy's trip, but in reality, he was actually planning his wedding. For most of our marriage, I let Daniel believe I was an ordinary woman. Simple clothes, working quietly from home, never showing off my money or my connections. To him, I was just the American wife who ran the house, laughed at his jokes, and never interfered. And he liked it that way. He loved thinking he had everything under control, every decision in his hands. What Daniel never realized was that I chose that life deliberately. Years ago, I walked away from my family's luxury hotel empire because I wanted something real. I didn't want an arranged marriage or a life of appearances. I longed to be loved for who I am, not for what I have. Daniel seemed perfect for that. He came from an old European family, wealthy, arrogant, and proud of their bloodline. His mother made her dislike for me very clear. At our wedding, he once whispered to her in French, "At least she's pretty." He never knew that I understood every word. Daniel always downplayed me. A nod here, a squeeze of the hand there. But to his family, I was just a decoration, never truly part of them. So when he told me he was heading to Italy with friends, I didn't even worry. Until I noticed strange charges on our card, a jewelry store in Florence, a boutique hotel in Sicily, and even a deposit for a banquet. Daniel never missed a penny, so he questioned me immediately. But then the wrong message came through. Make sure the dress is ironed by Friday. Clearly that wasn't for me. I dug deeper, checked his accounts, and there it was. Payments for a venue, flowers, an orchestra, and of course, a wedding dress. Instead of confronting him, I acted as if nothing was wrong. I wished him a safe trip, kissed him at the airport, and then did the one thing he would never expect. I followed him. Using my family's connections, I booked myself into the very villa where the ceremony would be held. The morning of the wedding, I checked in under a different name and slipped into the back row just as the music started. And there he was, standing at the altar, looking at her like she was his entire future, as if I had never existed. When the judge asked if anyone had objections, I stood up. My voice cut through the silence. "I do." Heads turned. Daniel froze, pale as if he had seen a ghost. I said it loud and clear, "I am his wife, legally for over 6 years. This is his second wedding, but the first one is still valid." Gasps filled the room. The bride barely flinched, just crossed her arms and glared at him. "Is this real? Is this a joke? Can you get her out of here?" Daniel panicked. He came up to me, whispering desperately, "I can fix this. I'll give you $500,000 after I marry her. She has money. Just go. Sign the divorce quietly and pretend this never happened." I laughed in his face. "Do you really think this is about money?" Then I turned to everyone and said, "You were invited here to celebrate love, but this is nothing but lies. He never ended his first marriage. He just thought I didn't matter." The fiancé rolled her eyes. "I don't care. We don't need a priest to get married." I looked at her and said, "You'll fit right into his family." And then I walked out. No screaming, no crying, just my head held high. That night alone in my hotel room, I felt the crushing weight of it all. I had given everything up for something real, and yet to him none of it had ever been real. The consequences came fast. My legal team filed for divorce and fraud. My family found out, but instead of scolding me, they invited me back home. And as fate would have it, Daniel was removed from the board of the family trust, because it happened to be controlled by one of my father's companies. When the scandal broke, his fiancée left him the second the money disappeared. He wanted to marry for power, lied for status, and in the end, lost everything to the woman he thought was insignificant.